Hi guys, it's Ashley. Today I'm going to be doing my informative speech. So my informative speech is on planning a wedding. So first you have the bride and the groom. After the proposal, everything's great. You announce it. Now you pick a date. So a date you want to get married, what month. The month depend on the theme of the wedding. For example, like if you pick April or May, it could be more pastel colors, relaxed themes, stuff like that. December could be reds, greens, Christmassy, stuff like that. And a fun fact for you, according to the Knot, which is the wedding planning website, the most popular month to get married is a time between September and October. The percentage is at 16%. Next, you're going to decide on your wedding party. So who you want as your bridesmaids or groomsmen, the flower girl, the ring bearer, stuff like that. So first is, most important is your maid of honor and your best man. Those are the two people that are going to really plan things for you. They're going to make sure that things are in order for you. Make sure things run smoothly on your wedding day, keep you calm. Typically, there's 3 to 4 bridesmaids, and it have to be the same amount for the groomsmen because they're going to be walking down together. So you want that to look even. Your flower girl is the most important. She's going to be looking pretty, just like you. The bride, followed by her, is the ring bearer. He's going to be bringing the rings down the aisle and giving them to you and your future husband. Next is the venue. The venue is the place you want to get married. So this can be, the wedding kind of sets the mood for the wedding. So beach is like a relaxed, sandy, like fun time. And whereas like churches, barns, plantations, even backyards to be intimate, either one is really going to set that mood for the way the wedding is going to turn out for guests. You need to think about the amount of people you want at your wedding, whether you want a small, intimate backyard one or a big, extravagant church reception hall type of thing as well, depending on how big your family is. And for today's circumstance, due to COVID, the amount of restrictions for guests as well. Another fact for you, in 2016, the average cost of a wedding was $26,000. So people spent that much money to get married. Next is your engagement photo shoot. So these are the pictures of the ring of the couple. Their pictures are really going to show their love for each other. They're going to show their personality for each other. And of course, they're going to be silly. They're going to be fun. They're going to be cute. They're going to have great backgrounds. These are typically going to go on the save the dates. Save the dates are little cards that you're going to send to your guests, informing them to save that day you plan on getting married that day. So, next is your save dates. So, of course, the save dates are reminders to people that you're going to send in the mail, telling them about your special day, telling them you guys got engaged. Yay! The bottom, you're going to put formal invitations to follow. Those formal invitations are going to be very written out, very proper etiquette. So you're going to get everything together. So first, you're going to start researching for your photographer, your DJ, your cake person, your florist, your officiant or your priest, whatever you prefer. And then you're going to price out how long you need each person. So typically for a DJ, about 5 hours is one cost, or a whole day is one cost. Same thing for a photographer. Photographers usually have packages where they're going to do your engagement photo shoot as well as your wedding for one price. So it could be both days, a limited amount of time. They're going to be with you from start to end, and it's only going to be like $1,000, $1,200, something like that. So you're going to price those out for everybody. And of course, you're going to price out the hair and makeup artist for you and your bridesmaids and your mother and the groom's mother as well. So you're going to do typical trials for them. You want to know what that hair is going to look like. You want to know what your makeup's going to look like. So you have that picture for the big day. So next for the brides is getting the perfect dress. So the perfect dress is typically very important. So it's going to tell It's going to have the bride kind of tell the story of, how they met, how her and the groom met, her personality. So if a shy kind of closed off bride, doesn't want too much cleavage, doesn't want too much, arms or something like that, she's going to go with a different type of dress. They have short dresses for some people. Some people prefer that. Some people prefer long dresses with a long train, stuff like that. A lot of dresses are V-neck or sweetheart line, which typically start around here and go down. Spaghetti straps, or you have thicker straps as well, or even sleeves. People have complete sleeves for wedding dresses as well. Whatever the bride, kind of depends what they like. So for the men, it's going to be suiting up. So you're going to decide on that suit. You're going to decide on the color of the groom and the groomsmen are going to match. So they're going to have the same color, the same suit. You can do a bow tie, or you can do a tie with a vest. Typically, I like the kind of look where it's a tie and then a vest, and then obviously the jacket over that and the pants and so forth. So you're going to have them say, it's going to look like the same color tie as the girls. So the girls are going to be one color, say they're red. Our dresses are red, the bridesmaids, I mean. So they're going to match the groomsmen. Groomsmen are going to have that same color tie, same color as the girls. So they match and they look together like a couple going down the aisle. Next is a schedule. So you're going to do your itinerary for that day. This helps anybody trying to help you get everyone together. I say if you have a wedding planner, or if you have it not, that's trying to put everybody together down the line. That she's going to figure out who goes where, what happens when. So your itinerary is typically going to show the time and what's going to happen at that time, or who's going to walk down with who, stuff like that, down the aisle. So the typical itinerary for a wedding is first the groom walks down the aisle. He's going to stay at the end of the aisle with a officiant, a priest, or so forth. And then the groomsmen are going to follow him, and they're going to be with their bridesmaids. They're going to walk down together. They're going to walk down as a couple, and they're going to separate. The groomsmen are going to be over here, and the bridesmaids are going to be over here. So then the ring bearer will come down, and he's going to have the rings, and he's going to hand them to the officiant. The officiant will present them the rings at that time. The flower girl, she's going to come down next. She's going to place petals along the aisle for the bride. And then typically the bride with her father or whoever she chooses is going to come down the aisle as well. Everyone's going to look. Groom's going to cry. It's going to be great. So then she's going to meet her groom at the end of the aisle. And the officiant is going to say his words. And they're going to typically say the I do's, So they're going to get the rings. They're going to exchange rings, all that. And then the priest or officiant is going to say those words. I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride. And there can be a big kiss. Be great. And then they're going to come down the aisle as newlyweds. So another fun fact for you, I have a couple of them in here. The groom carries the bride across the threshold to bravely protect her from evil spirits lurking below, according to the English. That's a tradition that they do. So after that, the bride and groom is going to come down the aisle, and they're going to go into the reception area as well. Before that, they might go into an area where they want to take pictures, and the bridesmen and groomsmen are going to follow them, and the whole bridal party will follow them, and they're going to take great pictures. And depending where they could, the photographer is going to meet with them, with everyone, and they're going to pose them in certain backgrounds and make everything look great. And then everyone's going to come back into the reception area announced. Bride and groom are going to be announced last, coming back into the reception area. And it's going to be a big party from there. You're going to have your food, you're going to have your music, your dancing. So you're going to have everything together in that reception area where everyone, the bride and groom, can go around and say hello to everybody. They can dance and have their first dance as husband and wife. Other than that, that is it. Thank you for listening.